guys, it's me, Donna Bliss. Today I'm going to share with you my new definition of karma. I know that some of you there will think, well, karma is a little bit negative. It's like a punishment, right? Or some of you there will say karma is when you do something and it goes back to you, whether it's good or it's bad. The reason why I decided to share this with you because I just had my karma this month. It's like a full circle moment for me to realize that karma is not only when you do something and it goes back to you, whether you did a good deed or a bad deed. Now, my definition of karma is when something happens to you and it made you realize that, for example, when you were judgmental, right, to another person and you judge them that, oh, this and that, and then the situation goes back to you, then you think, wait a minute, this was the same situation as my friends before, but now I'm on their shoes. I'll give you an example. So my best friend and I talked, I think last week, and she said to me, she stopped talking to me because I have become a very negative person and it's hard for her to talk to me anymore this past few months because she said that everything to me, all my reactions were negative. So she decided I'm gonna stay back on talking to Donna. So this is so funny because I had a cousin whom I unfortunately blocked on Facebook. I have like all his comments are negative and I just don't like his energy. Now he's fine, he doesn't talk negatively, so I welcomed him back in my life. It's so funny because I became him. And this is what I discovered. Being a negative person, sometimes it depends on your state of mind. It depends on your feelings at that moment. Because I don't know what has gotten into me. Maybe it's my perimenopause. And maybe I'm having those kinds of moments or something that's unresolved that I am experiencing that I am unconscious of, that I don't know about. That's why I'm too negative to my best friend. I can give you another story that hurt people tend to hurt other people closest to them because probably they're unconscious that they're doing it. They're unconscious that they're being negative, and they're unconscious that they're giving you pain or they're being an a-hole. Some people do things unconsciously, not to hurt you, but it's just that they express to you what they're feeling inside, which is probably that they have all this pain and they just don't know how to express it. And it just happened that you're there, so you're in the middle of the storm. The good thing is they're doing it unconsciously. They're not aware of it. But me and my best friend have a really open relationship, like we can be honest with each other. She told me, you have been negative. You're not really pleasant to be around. So that's the lesson learned. And this is not the only example I can give you. I stopped talking to an ex-friend because, well, actually he was my ex-boyfriend, and we didn't talk for like decades, guys, and then suddenly he messaged me and I said to him, well, we can be friends again, but only if you don't give me silent treatment when you're angry, because it triggers my childhood wounds, because that used to be my mother's punishment to me when I was young, that when she's very angry at me, she doesn't talk to me for days. I am an only child, and when I come home, nobody talks to me. It's like I'm alone in the house. So it felt to me that it's punishment. I explained to this friend of mine, right? And so he said, okay, I promise I will not ghost you or I will not give you silent treatment. And the time came when he got angry with me and he didn't talk to me for months. When he finally decided to talk to me, maybe almost a year, I got so mad at him and I said to him, we can't be friends because I only had one rule, that you shouldn't give me silent treatment, and you broke that rule. So I got my karma back, or I learned my lesson not to judge another person, because sometimes when you are on that same boat or on that same shoes slash situation, sometimes you will do the same reaction. Like for example, that one, I said to my best friend, well, I am the least of a negative person you'll meet in your life, because I said I know myself. Ever since I decided to be like my father. My father is a very positive person. No matter what's going on with his life or our family, we have a problem, he's always laughing. He always find a reason to smile. And I said, I convinced myself that I was that kind of person until my best friend told me, you're actually a little bit so painful. And so I got my lesson back, that, or karma. I got my karma when I judged my ex-friend that, oh, so you don't understand my boundary. I told you, don't give me silent treatment. And guys, this ex-friend of mine, well, he's undergoing the biggest transition of his life, because he's transitioning from being married to single, and he's got 2 kids, right? So he was doing the best he can at that time. And I was so judgmental to him, right? If I can be so judgmental, but when it happened to me that I became a negative person, which means that I also can be, not such a good human being sometimes, which is the karma and the lesson that I've learned today, that sometimes we just have to be compassionate and be kind to another person. I think it's human nature that we judge other people, but situations like this, what I'm experiencing right now, that it takes you experiencing the exact situation that no, you can't judge really, because when you're surviving, you do silly stuff. You don't realize that you're doing, or you will do the exact thing they will do. For example, being a negative person. Well, I thought I was the least person to be negative, but how come I was negative to my best friend? Which means that I shouldn't be so judgmental to other people, because I also have a tendency to be like them. I hope that I will make you think today, because it is kind of an awakening or a breakthrough for me today, that sometimes we can't help to judge other people, but let's just say, or let's just think for a moment that probably if I'm in their situation, I probably do the same. So what I'll do now is just to send them love, send them thoughts of, well, I hope you're healing. Maybe you are surviving at the moment, meaning you have an issue, you have a problem. I hope that you heal whatever it is that you're healing from, and I hope your pain will go away someday. As always, thank you for listening to my stories. I don't give advice, I just share my fuck-ups and my realization breakthroughs, aha moments. I hope that someday when you think that you've also learned your lesson, please pass your story on to a loved one, to a friend, or to a stranger, because you think that it might not help, but probably it will help somebody else. The ripple effect. Light and love. Have a great day.
Just living my life with no big worry. Don't wanna care about them, though it hurts so bad. I wanna stay wide open, 'cause if I shut